Senior intellectual Bruce Michael Bongo. Now, the sentiments of the son to General Ogola, the Chief of Defense Forces, really came in Greek terms, katastuno. We are really not impressed at all. And because we know very well that our son, General Ogola, was just a mere victim of what we call ecdysiasis. Ogola was a victim of ecdysiasis. And we have so many questions. The first question we are asking on the assassination of Ogola, number one, why was Ogola to pick an aircraft from Wilson Airport as opposed to Eastleigh Air Base? Why? Why did it skip the norm this time round? On the second floor, we know very well that someone in the caliber of Chief of General, the CDF Ogola, cannot be on board minus a general commander. Why is it that this time round there was no one? The other thing that we are asking about this, where was the real aircraft that was intended to ferry Ogola all the way on unofficial duty? Why? Secondly, why is it that Ogola died alongside juniors? Where were the aircraft engineers on board? Because it stipulated there must be 3 of them who did service the aircraft to be alongside Ogola en route to the destination he was intended to for official issues. I want to teach our brother Joel Ogola, the son of Ogola, that you cannot be praising the regime and stalwarts that are responsible for the assassination of your dad more than how you grieve your dad. Your speech was better placed to be at the UDA conference. Like how Dr. Buru said it, it is very clear that right now we are in a state of anastasis as to why Ogola was murdered alone as the only general. Why? We are told of 2 survivors in the craft. And we are also told with preliminary reports that the moment the aircraft touched the ground, it did burst into flames. And 2 survivors are there. We've only seen 1 survivor. Where is the other survivor? And this one survivor who actually made it has got a simple cut, a simple wound on the hand that has been seriously dressed with a elastoplast. It is not possible. It is not possible, and that is the reason as to why we are asking these questions. We thank the Right Honorable Raila Odinga for not showing up in that burial. It was going to be a mockery of the highest degree. It was wise for Raila Amolo Odinga to boycott that burial. Because we could have seen what happened here around 1969, after the killing of Tom Mboya, when we had the head of state coming here and Jaramogi joining as well. And so many innocent souls died. And Raila Amolo Odinga has proved to be a great statesman. He did not want to blemish himself into these murky waters. He refused to dine with this. We understand that once bitten, twice shy, as our senior Oburu did say it. It is a common knowledge, and we know events that took place immediately when Ouko was murdered. Ouko's real relatives were compromised to death, including the wife, in such a way that when we had the Gorsungu Commission of Inquiry, they said that Ogola was picked by God to go and rest. It was very sad because Oburu Oginga was one of the Parliamentary Select Committee, a member there, that was investigating, probing into the murder of Ouko. Why is it that immediately General Ogola dies, we are being told of his will? Can't you give us a screenshot of that will? 72 hours, 72 hours, my foot. When Ogola was paranoid, when Ogola had a lingering thought that his days were nigh, he took the sister and pointed to where the gravesite should be. Who in his senses would do that? Nobody. Even anyone at the IEC cannot do that. It means that Ogola, just as the daughter said it yesterday during the burial, that he was seriously stressed in 2022. And the ghosts of 2022 have been lingering on and on. We had the head of state, when they were giving their last respects, revisiting the Bomas issue. We had Duale yesterday at the burial, revisiting the Bomas issue. And Duale said clearly that he was sent there by his superiors. Then why is it that Ogola was put between a rock and a hard place? We must take these matters into account. We are asking questions, and that's the reason why we are telling Joel Ogola, young man, just cool down, let us have investigations done. And investigations must be very thorough. Investigations probing the murder, probing the assassination of Ogola must come. In this country, we've had several chief of defense forces. None of them has died, except Mulingi. Why is it Ogola dying now, in less than 5 months into his office? Why? It is a clear assassination attempt. It is not an attempt, but a successful assassination. And they came to Alego to confirm that they did a good job. And let me tell you, one thing that must linger on is the essence as to why we need a very clear investigations. The investigations must be done in an ABC model. An ABC model dictates that you assume nothing, believe no one, and also check everything. That is the ABC model that is going to bring all this into fruition. And we want to also say that we also want other bodies like the International Aviation Authority to be on board. We want the civil society to also have their own person there. We need as many people as possible because we've lost so many. The lake is sweeping and the lake has turned red because our sons, right from the independence period, we know very well that Luos have been used as sacrificial lambs at the altar of others ruling this nation. We had Ofafa, who had to die for Kenyatta to rule. We had Ouko, we had Mboya. Actually, Ouko had to die for Moi to rule. We had Mbai, who had to die for Kibaki to rule. We also had Msando. We also had several other people who had to die for Uhuru Kenyatta to rule. So, we as a people of Luo Nyanza, we feel ostracized. And we are Osmanlis who are so much aggravated and thrown into imbroglio. We are not going to take this kneeling down. We say that enough is enough. It is true that you have killed Ogola. You can now replace him with the best you have from your shareholder community. Thank you.